And Harris 23.1.
Sports events. Competitions. A sports competition is where performers and teams battle it out in series of matches and contests to be the best. Sports competitions provide an opportunity to evaluate not only players' abilities but also the sports organisations, coaches and officials. You can get different varies of sport competitions. One of the types of competitions that can be found are at international levels. These see different performers from different countries compete against each other. Different examples of world sports competition include the Olympic Games. Competitions are more than often held separately for men and women, with the expectation of certain sports which use specific technical skills. Separate competitions are also held for adults, juniors and children. Some sports, for example, tennis, table tennis, allow for a combination mixed by doubles, and men and women compete together in pairs such as tennis or table tennis. Sports competitions are taken seriously. This means we have official rules. These are what determine the requirements for the participation. We also have judges, sports facilities and equipment, as well as the procedures for determining winners and results. The competition is that it is not only allows competitors to see who's the best physically and mentally, but helps them to gain social benefits as well, such as form new friendships with other people. Another benefit is that it can be enjoyable and fun. Knowing that there is a prize at the end of the competition, players and participants perhaps try harder and look forward to succeeding and winning a medal or trophy at the end of the tournament. Sponsored event. A sponsored event can be seen as when a person sets themselves a personal challenge and a task. This means they have to ask people to make donations to a particular charity, which can immediately act as a motivation tool to help the performance achieve their goals. Many people take on fitness challenges such as running a particular distance or climbing a mountain, but it can be something completely different like shaving your head or quitting smoking, or do a charity water day where you get sponges thrown at you. Certain events will have a minimum level of sponsorship attached to them, which mean in order to participate in that event, a certain amount of money has to be raised. You don't have to restrict yourself to these events. It is possible, however, to just do about anything in this way. You can set your own fundraising target. In total, you have two different ways of raising money in your chosen charity. The first way is a paper sponsorship form. These are forms which person carries around with them in hope that people, or they can bump into someone they can ask to sponsor them. Even if it doesn't matter how much it is, it could be up to like £1 to £5, because all the donations count. Taking a form to places such as family gatherings, to your local pub, to your local football teams, asking them to all try and help donate to reach your target. Even if you can ask people, like random people, explain to them what the charity is about and what you're doing it for, people might be inspired to do, come along to watch you do it. For this, they will give you some money to help sponsor. The second is online via a website such as Just Giving. This is an online giving website which allows friends and family to sponsor you by making an online payment, which then is automatically paid into charity's bank account. It is really easy to set up just a page by following the Just Given link. From this, you'll be able to make a fundraising page. You can then personalise it, so put a video or a photo up of yourself and to show them what you're going to be doing. It is important to update it regularly. An email address for friends and family at least 3 times a week to update, so you can see who's been putting money onto the giving page as well. Other ways to promote your Just Giving page, you can put a link up to your Facebook page or your Twitter page, so more people can try and sponsor you and help you obviously get as much money as possible. The purpose of a sponsored event is to raise as much money as possible for a charity of the performance choice. This not only allows the person to gain a physical benefit from taking part in sporting activity, but by raising money and doing good allows them to also feel a social and physical benefit. This comes from receiving lots of support and praise from people that have donated money, also from people that can relate to the certain charity for the same reason why you have been doing it.
Sporting roles and responsibilities. Co-coordinator. The main job role of a sports co-coordinator is to organise athletic and physical education programs throughout the sporting industry. The sports co-coordinator is responsible for implementing and enforcing rules to a specific sport, ensure that appropriate athletic organisation standards are being followed. Fully trained coaches and physical education instructors are hired and ensure the students are given an opportunity to play and compete in different sport activities. Sports co-coordinator is also involved in planning and allocating appropriate funding for different programs to take place. It is also vital to ensure they outline the certain rules and strategies and create an evaluation system for athletes and coaches. The job may also involve making professional development workshops. During the off and pre-season months, the co-coordinator may also be responsible for recruiting performers, preparing scholarship packages, and the coordinating practice and game schedules for each sport in the local leagues, whilst also conducting inspections on all the equipment purchased for the different sports and ensure all the facilities have been booked for certain times. The essential qualifications to be a sports co-coordinator include having a sports management degree or related field and 3 years of professional experience in coaching. Be a sports co-coordinator, you also must have first aid and a CPR qualifications. Be effective with communication skills already contained through knowledge of the sports and sports club organisations. Steward. The first role of a steward is crowd control. This is vital to spectator events, as a crowd of people may be very dangerous to other people and themselves. The Hillsborough disaster is an example of what will happen if there is a lack of crowd control. At Sheffield Wednesday, at Hillsborough Stadium, Nottingham Forest and Liverpool were playing, and the stands were holding more fans than they should have. This resulted in 96 Liverpool fans being crushed by other people and sadly losing their lives. If correct crowd control was used, this would have not happened, as all the crowd would be under control or where to be, and the stewards would have been doing their jobs properly. Safety is important in any sports events. In order for an event to be a success, the stewards need to be able to manage the event without compromising each other's or their own safety, as this would lead to lack of crowd control and would have an effect on the crowd's safety, which they are trying to control. If the safety of the crowd is compromised, the crowd may begin to act against the stewards, putting everyone's safety at risk, as well as the security of the event which is being stewarded. Stewards may have other different individual roles and responsibilities at sports